Just prior to his trip to Iowa, former President Donald Trump telling reporters that he probably regrets endorsing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. More completely, Trump said, quote, "Probably, yeah. I like people that are loyal. This guy was dead. He was dead as a doornail. Yeah, I might say that," end quote. Former President Trump has repeatedly criticized Governor DeSantis. In his speech in Iowa, Trump continued to criticize the Florida governor. Here's some of what the former president said.
Okay, so remember this. Ron DeSantis. Did anyone ever hear of DeSantis? The sanctimonious DeSantis. No, Ron DeSantis strongly opposed ethanol. Do you know that? He was very, very bad on ethanol, and he fought it all the way, and he also fought against Social Security. He wanted to decimate it and voted against it 3 times. Voted against Social Security. That's a bad one.
Iowa is the largest ethanol-producing state in the country, and according to the U.S. Census Bureau, nearly 18% of Iowa's population has reached retirement age. The chairman of the Conservative Political Action Coalition, CPAC, the author of the book, The Desecrators, Matt Schlapp, is with us. Nice to talk to you, Matt.
Good to be with you, Greta.
All right, well, I guess the president's pretty convinced that Governor DeSantis is in, but Governor DeSantis did take a spring break in Iowa this year.
Yeah, look, I think if you look at all the polls, Trump is ahead in really all of them, but it's a question of how much. There was a CNN poll, which I don't put much stock in, but it had it a little tighter. And DeSantis is the Trump alternative, clearly.
Ken Cuccinelli, who was the Attorney General in your state, he has now started a PAC, and he is supporting Governor DeSantis.
Yeah, and Club for Growth certainly seems to be with Ron DeSantis. Look, if Ron DeSantis gets in this race, which seems to be likely after his legislative session is over here in a few weeks, you know, we're going to have a real race. It's about the Trump policies and whether people want 4 more years of Trump, because that's all they can have under our Constitution, or whether they want a new guy. And game on, it's going to be interesting.
Well, you know, it's interesting in the short run during the primaries, but I don't see this party coming together, you know, on a general ticket. I don't see the people who, I mean, if it were today, it would be President Trump, former President Trump would get it. But there are a lot of people that are never Trumpers. And those never Trumpers, there's always a risk either they stay home or that there's a third party. You've got Larry Hogan, the governor of Maryland, making noise. You've got the no labels people who are trying to draw people. You've got a lot of people who are fiercely in the Republican Party against Trump. So how would he get them back in the tent without handing the victory to his opponent in the Democratic Party?
I don't want to be accused of whataboutism, but like we had Tulsi Gabbard at CPAC, you have a lot of people that were liberals in the Democratic Party that don't want to be socialists. So like they have their own conversation about how woke they want to be. But I think on our side, it's fair to say there are real divisions. The thing that Trump brings that's unique to our party is he gets a lot of people that really hate the Republican Party. Working men and women who would never vote Republican, but there's something about Trump who they like. And as far as the never Trump contingent is concerned, you know, that number was bigger, and then Trump got the nomination last time, and it really reduced, especially when you look at, do you want 4 more years of the Biden economy and Biden foreign policy? I don't think there's a lot of people in our coalition who like that.
I'm the only one who thinks this. I know that President Biden and his wife have said that he's run. I would really be surprised if he ran. And I think a tip is that this Thursday, and although she, you know, she would, of course, is the vice president, and she would, I assume, would be on the ticket. But Vice President Kamala Harris is going on her spring break to Iowa to talk about reproductive rights. So she's going on spring break there.
I think Joe Biden, I think the best we can expect him to do is walk, first of all. And I think he's in. You know, I think for him, the only thing that would prevent him from going for a second term is if he had some substantial additional health issue.
Yeah, but okay, here's the way I think. If I know I'm putting myself in, is that right now he's the winner. If he runs again, there's a good chance he's not the winner. He's an older gentleman. And do you really want to be sort of an ex-president saying I won and get to be? I mean, ex-presidents make a fortune of money. They have a great life. I mean, I don't get. You know, well,
you can talk to James Comer. I think the Biden family's done okay on the money front. But I think the other thing is it's the same thing with Trump. Why run again? You've already been president.
Well, he's really fiercely competitive, and he feels wronged. You know, he wants to right a wrong in his mind. Right. So that's different.
And plus, I think he also doesn't view himself as a man that's still not able to like get up there and hit the fastball. I think he views himself as at the top of his game, and he's ready for this. I think he also views himself as the only person that can push back on this evil city called the Swamp, which never seems to get any better. All
right, well, we didn't get a chance to get into this. Senator Elizabeth Warren, Vice President Kamala Harris spat. There isn't all.
No, how about Mike Pence's comments?
Oh, yeah, Mike Pence. There's a lot.
We're going to have to do round 2.
We're doing a lot of round 2. It's going to be a lot of hand-holding both parties. Anyway, Matt Schlapp, thank you.